Well. What is it with Kolkata getting big wins against RCB that just feels so good?
That's not the right way to start the show.
What is the right way to start the show?
Give us a... obviously.
I don't remember the step.
Come on. You were jumping all this evening.
Yes, that I was. I will not deny it.
So, and you were going to do the same old boring... and this happened, and in KKR have won, and
RCB have lost again.
Come on.
Hello. Shivam, yaar.
Give us.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you'll make me learn this step. Very good.
Okay, come on.
So
Give it now. He's
Okay.
going to show the step.
Yeah.
Go up, sir. Pick up your thing. Come on. For KKR, Shane's going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, just that step.
One
Not
second.
this one.
Not this one, hold on.
So, be there. Face it. Yeah, face
the camera.
Yeah, so you know.
Yeah.
That one. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Well done, Shane. Shiram's also clapping.
Well done.
Again, one more time. This one is easy.
And this one, yeah.
No, now the signature one will come. The signature one.
Yeah.
The fish
Signature
posing.
one.
Hold on.
This one I want
this
to.
one.
Go back.
Just go back 1 second. Let me learn the step.
Now with this one, if you do it, Shane, this one.
No, I
this
couldn't
one.
do it.
This one.
Hand over here.
Oh.
Hands over here. Yeah.
One. No, you have to watch it closely. Not this one. Shivam, the signature step. The signature
We'll have to
step.
move slightly ahead.
Now you're not looking at that. Don't look at anything but the step. Then you will be able to follow.
Yeah.
Right. So the signature step of Pathan coming up. Shane doing it for his team, Kolkata Knight Riders. Are Shivam? This one. Go back to the.
Go back.
Go back to the earlier one, where you showed us. Yeah. Yes, we want that bit only. Yes. Now it will come. No. Further ahead. दिल थाम के बैठिए आप सब लोग. It's coming.
It's coming your
there. This one.
That's it. We're officially viral.
Well done, Shane. Good spirit.
Good one.
Well done to Shivam as well.
Very quick thinking.
He got it
Quick
quickly
thinking on-
because Shane was actually trying to
No, I
wriggle his
legit
way
didn't know
out.
this step.
Yeah, he's going to wriggle his way out, and he was saying, no, I don't know how to do it. And our producer Shivam, he's like, there
There
goes
you
your
go.
Good one. Good points. Thumbs up. Give us a like on the video if you appreciated Shane's effort. That's the least you guys can do. All our subscribers, you guys, you give us company every day. So give us a like on this video. That will mean a lot to Shane, who gave it his all.
It's my all, really.
Yes.
I have to left
Our
feet.
mark of appreciation for you.
Well done.
Thank you.
And well done to your team
as well.
Oh, yes.
Well done to your
What a win.
I was okay. Honestly, confession, I had picked RCB to win. So had Harshit. And even in mid-stage, when I had said that it would be easy now to pick KKR because they had got 205, which on most days will help you win, I'd still gone with RCB because I thought that deep batting lineup would do it. And maybe on most occasions they would have done it. But today, kudos to, and again, the reason I didn't pick, by the way, I got my Virat Kohli prediction right, below 30.
I got that wrong as well.
But I said below 30.
No, you
Oh, I
said
said 30 to 50. Right.
I had picked below 30. You said 30 to 50. I got him below 30. But that was primarily because I thought the spinners will get him out. And
Which
I
was
mentioned it.
correct.
That if they bring the spinners up in the power play, they'll get Virat out. But what I wasn't prepared for was those spinners are going to get everybody else out as well. I thought Virat would get out. That's why I picked him to be below 30. But if you look at that batting card, everyone, Faf du Plessis, Chakravarti, then you've got Glenn Maxwell, Chakravarti, Harshal Patel, Chakravarti, Shahbaz Ahmed, Narayan. Then just when you thought that two mystery spinners would be enough, they said, no, we have a third one. Suyash comes in, gets Dinesh Karthik, Anuj Rawat and Karan Sharma, and then finally Akashdeep is caught and bowled with an outstanding catch by Chakravarti. So between the three mystery spinners, they've picked up
9 wickets.
9 wickets out of the 10 that RCB. So I think this is something that no one was prepared for, and that batting lineup, as we said, till they are batting till Karan Sharma, so that is till number 10, which is what we had said. Till number 10, they're a decent batting lineup, but outstanding bowling performance by the KKR mystery spinners. On that note, before we get into the performance of each bowler and why they succeeded, I want to know more about Suyash Sharma. Okay, I know the fact that he's from Delhi. I know the fact that his elder brother was actually a cricketer who was playing, proper cricket, club level cricket, and because of his elder brother, he was pushed in to play cricket as a batsman, but quickly realized that batting is not his thing, and then turned to what everyone till now, honestly, I thought of him as a leg spinner, but it turns out he's no leg spinner, he's a mystery spinner. What else can you tell me about Suyash?
Normally when we talk about players, the easiest thing what we can say, they played these many matches, bowled these many balls, this is economy, strike rate, number of wickets. We can't tell you any of that for Suyash Sharma because this was his senior debut.
First competitive
He
match.
had never played a first class game, a list A game or a T20 game even at Syed Mushtaq Ali level before this match. Then to come in, take wickets and then not once, not twice but thrice hit the opposition with the Surya Kumar celebration.
It felt like as if he was saying,
I'm here. Yeah.
Maybe that was Suyash's way of, again, no reference to Pathan, but the other film that King Khan did, Main Hoon Na.
What an impact from this guy. And I remember, by the way, this is something I recall from the auction. They got him this year at base price, 20 lakhs. No one else bid for him. And after the auction, you have all the team CEOs and the head coaches talking. Both Chandrakant Pandit and Venki Mysore said one thing about him, what Suyash Sharma. They said, we're very happy to pick him up at base price. We thought others would be going for him. He could be a bargain. At that point, you're thinking, it's hyperbole. Franchises are always going to talk up their buys. Dear God. Comes on, makes an impact like this.
So I believe he's a Delhi bowler, of course. And they saw him in one of the trials.
Under 25.
And they said, this is the guy. So by the way, till now, Mumbai Indians used to be absolutely brilliant in their scouting program. But now I see Punjab Kings really stepping up, and now KKR as well, picking him up. So,
but with Chandrakant Pandit in the scheme of things, now you do expect such smart moves, I would say.
Yes, in fact, I remember when he was signed, I said he's 100% a Chandrakant Pandit signing. There is no other way anyone is figuring out who this guy is. Under 25 level cricket, he's played for Delhi. That's it. They saw him in the trials and this is the guy. We have to get him. And he continues the long tradition of mystery spinners in Kolkata Knight Riders. You had a Narayan, who by the way is still playing. I remember at one point you had Suchitra Senanaike. In fact, even before Narayan, you had Ajanta Mendes, the original mystery spinner. He too has passed through KKR.
So
you've had a lot of them now. Varun Chakravarti recently.
If you're wondering what I was doing this.
That is correct, actually. The resemblance is uncanny.
So I'm going to go close to the camera. Am I coming close enough? Does Suyash remind you guys of somebody?
A certain winner.
Does it remind
world
you?
Beater.
Someone else who you relies on his shoulders too.
Can they see? You don't have to do it now. I've done it for you. I'll send it to you. So we were just discussing how, and now you've seen we've had a closer look of how a young Suyash Sharma reminds us of arguably the greatest athlete India has ever produced.
Neeraj Chopra.
My God. There you can see it closely. Doesn't he look?
Just it's the focus, very uncanny.
The focus is a bit off because I came very close.
But
finally
there you can see.
Yes.
See? My God.
The resemblance is uncanny. Also, by the way, he carries on another very weird tradition KKR have of having bowlers who, when they're pitching the ball, look to the sky. He's doing the exact same thing Shivam Mavi does. Same thing.
Shivam Mavi looks like that.
I never understood that.
So first he bowled a couple of off spinners.
The googlies.
Yeah. Then bowled a leg spinner. Then bowled a quicker one. I mean, he got a wicket off the leg spin.
Yes.
So yeah, he's got a few.
He's got a repertoire. Right? At 19.
Repertoire up his sleeves. Yes, I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
And at 19 years old, considering you're surrounded with the likes of Varun Chakravarti, Sunil Narayan, I'm sure you can pick up a few more tricks. By the way, Varun Chakravarti today, he was pitching them on fourth stump and getting it to clatter into the middle and leg. What purchase he was getting, I have no idea. But no one was able to read, because when you were trying to read it on the replays, it looked like he was bowling a leg break.
Yeah.
Then he's throwing it on fourth stump.
See, I think that tells you that both Virat Kohli and Faf du Plessis didn't read the wrong ones from Sunil Narayan. In case of Virat Kohli, in case of Faf du Plessis, it was Varun Chakravarti. Because very, very similar dismissals. The only differentiating factor in those two dismissals was that Virat completely misread it, didn't even get any bat on it. So Faf du Plessis also misread it, got a little inside edge, and it clattered into the stumps. So very, very similar looking dismissals, and that was just the tip of the iceberg, so to say, as far as the RCB batting lineup is concerned, because the spin twins for KKR, if I can say, they just ran through the entire RCB batting order today, who were just clueless against the spin. But one dismissal that we have to talk about is that of Virat Kohli. Not the first time, and that's what we feared as well when we were building up to this match, that Virat Kohli again spin in test match cricket. We've seen it all. His last few dismissals in international cricket have been to spin bowling, and that's what he thought today when they played against RCB. That could be something, when they played against KKR, that would be an issue. And
so I send it to you, Shivam?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I think we knew even beforehand, all of us were discussing that, Narayan has tend to had the wood in him. And so it proved here. You look at the shot Kohli played, he didn't read the off spinner at all, because he looked like he was trying to flick one off from outside off, and his typical that get out of jail shot. He didn't read it at all, went in all at sea. And
I think what sort of benefited Narayan was that in the preceding over you had Tim Saudi bowl, and he didn't quite read Tim Saudi's swing as well, the outswing as well. So he was anyway under pressure that way, and then he completely misreads
Virat.
Sorry, I was just sending him that image. He wants to put it on social media. Give courtesy for the edit and to finding all the pictures to me, because that's why. Sorry, I was just a bit distracted putting the image. So excited with Suyash Sharma's performance and the resemblance that he has with Neeraj Chopra. So we've got that on our social media. Maybe you guys can vote in if you think that there are, they do look alike. But yeah, just
can have a poll. Why not?
We can, but we need I don't know if we can picture. No, we will put it on social media. Don't worry. Go to our Insta handle, go to our Twitter handle. You'll find it, Sports Today, and you can of course put in your comments. I will try and take those as well. But just coming back to Varun Chakravarti, I was reading somewhere where he talks about that time that he wasn't having a great time, got picked up for the Indian team, and then was kind of dropped, and then even for KKR wasn't having the kind of impact that we got used to it. So he said that he actually sat back and then looked at what is it that wasn't really working for him, and what he realized at that time was that he was actually flighting the ball a bit more. And so he realized that maybe they keep talking about spinners trying to flight the ball. That's a bit maybe that's the kind of thing that works for other spinners, not so much for him. So he realized maybe because sometimes what happens, people say, oh, he's bowling too flat, flight the ball. He tried to do that, only to realize that it's not working for him. So for each person it's different. So he said, no, I'm going to start bowling flatter. As soon as he went back to bowling flatter, which works for his kind of bowling, he started seeing the results.
Also somebody who can really generate that pace as well, which helped him today.
Well, by the way, the kind of turn he gets, sometimes you say mystery spinners will gradually trouble you, maybe coming in, going out, but then marginally, he gets the ball to come in. That is the president and the secretary, because we were talking about it today. There you go. That's an image. By the way, on that subject, you finished with your
with Varun. What he was doing was, and I kept wondering, I'm like, if you're bowling it on fourth stump, it would be very predictable. The batsman is clearly thinking it's going to come in, but they were constantly playing for the leg spin. Faf especially.
And that is what surprised me. You know, I'll tell you, conventional wisdom, batsmen, and I'll tell you what, if I'm a batsman, and even when we were younger, we were told when you're playing, especially when the ball is doing, and this was mostly for seam bowlers, not so much for spinners, that if you are going to be batting like this, more often than not, always try, if you don't know which way the ball is going to go, mostly if it's pitching there, always play for the in swing. So that you cover your stump, right? So the best chance for you is you're covering your stump, the ball is bouncing there, you just play for the in swing. At best, what will happen? It'll go out, but when you're playing for in, and if it goes out, it's no way going to take your edge.
Exactly.
No way, because you're already playing inside the line. You're playing inside. So if it goes out, it's never going to take your edge, and it's never going to get you out either leg before or stump. So if you're looking to survive, you always play inside. It's okay. You may look ugly that you're getting beaten, and you look ugly the second time, you look ugly the third time, but you're surviving. But that, I think, kind of thing only works predominantly for the longer format.
Test cricket.
Where effectively balls are not an issue, you're looking to survive, you're trying to get over a set. But I'm saying even in these scenarios, and we've seen teams do this in the past, I know you're chasing 200, but you would have got plenty of option against a few other bowlers. Here also, again, not every ball of a Varun Chakravarti or Naren you have to play like that. There will be some that will in their length land close to your slot, where you can whack it just after the bounce, or you'll use your feet. So the ones that are perfect in that length and you're finding it trouble, again play inside only. Let it go. At best, you'll have 3-4 dot balls and over, which you can afford against 1 or 2 spinners, and take chances against the rest of them. I mean, that could have been an approach. It's hindsight, yes. But I don't know, if I was a batsman, I'd try to do that. I will take my chances, but against bowlers and against deliveries by these bowlers, where I know that more often than not that incoming ball is not going to trouble me. So you play to, I mean, you whenever you're batting also, you're looking at equations, you're looking at, percentage, what is going to help me stay and what is going to help me score. You have to be calculated, and I'm sure all these batsmen calculate. Virat again, and that's the reason I picked him for below 30. I knew that once a mystery spinner comes, especially the ball coming in, he'll try to hit it around that mid-wicket area, that is go-to shot. And you've seen how many bowlers have got him out like that.
Moeen Ali was getting him out like that, and Moeen Ali is by no means a prodigious turner of the ball.
Exactly.
Stump to stump, little deviation. That's his motto.
Yep. But again, nothing. Just coming back to the cricket. But before that, I just wanted to mention, Shane did his version of the Pathan song.
Yes.
But guess who is trying to learn?
Virat was on screen learning the step.
Virat trying to learn from
the man
King
himself.
Khan. By the way, I would want Shivam to please be on the lookout for those visuals. If not from the broadcaster, they will be up somewhere.
Absolutely.
In social
In
media.
the world of social media.
Yeah, so if they're out, we want to use that. Okay, please take Roy SP's comment, anyone of?
Roy SP goes, keep writing us off and we keep bouncing back. The symphony of stumps was so good. Yes, symphony of stumps, I like that for an alliteration. So satisfying. Let's go, man. A new spin trio is born. In fact, actually the last great spin trio you had incidentally also had Sunil Narayan in it. Because you had Sunil, Shakib and Piyush Chawla. That was the trio.
But it wasn't a great spin.
They did their job.
Yeah, they did.
Because that was Sunil Narayan.
For you, KKR, yes, they must have been great.
Yes, of course. Won 2 titles.
But they weren't great. Yeah, but not great. But yeah, I mean, good on that. Let's go to the comment. I can see somebody pointing out that Nikhil was saying that RCB has a long batting lineup. But they do.
We took this. Le.
But they do have a long batting lineup. So today they got out and lost the match by 81 runs to Kolkata. Does not take away from the fact that they have a long batting lineup.
Yeah.
Yes.
True. I mean,
but one thing I had said before the match was that if you get the openers, the middle order looks a little dodgy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you can't take away from the fact they have a long batting order. Yeah. I mean, that's what they do. And it is, and those are some of those players who have scored runs in the past, right? Today they didn't, DK didn't do anything, Maxwell didn't do anything, all of them, Shabazz didn't do anything, Bracewell, no, none of them. But you can't not say that those guys cannot bat. They have done in the past. Correct. I mean, today Shardul Thakur got runs, By that standard, they were also, I mean, I'm just looking, his innings aside, but the number 10 batsman also that they had were kind of who batted at number Akashdeep, was it?
Yes,
no,
Akashdeep was 11.
So who was
10 was Wooly, if I'm not wrong.
Mesh ke?
no
For RCB.
Karan Sharma. So he's also a batsman in the category of. In fact, I remember talking to VVS Lakshman once because Lakshman was with SRH and Karan Sharma used to play for SRH.
Won the title with them.
Yes. So he in fact he said he's a gun batsman. It's like we keep looking at him as a bowler, but they've they must be playing match simulations and so. He's a gun batsman. Like he's like a proper batsman. Just that rarely gets a chance. And so what happens in those rare games, you come out to bat, the more often than not you end up failing than 16. But when you get to see somebody bat longer, maybe in certain games, within their squad where they must have played him a bit higher. So you see, so he's like a proper batsman. So I'm saying you can't take away from the fact that they were batting so
correct.
Good. So that's that. Yes, any more questions that you want to tell?
No, all said and done. This just from a KKR point of view, just one question though, or rather one thing that I do want to touch upon is the form of their captain. He's going to be the captain going forward as well. And yes, it looked pretty today how things panned out as far as playing at the Eden Gardens is concerned. One, of course, they won't be playing every game at the Eden Gardens. They had that thing, backing them as well. But at some stage, I think there's going to be no more hiding, let's say, for Nitish Rana, the batter. Didn't have a good year last time around as well. This time, again, there is added responsibility. And this is what, again, we got that question, I think, at the halfway stage as well. Could we be looking at changing leadership? Home wins set aside and everything. At some point, Nitish Rana, the captain, will have to step up.
Yeah, I mean, I think more than just Nitish Rana, the captain, I mean, KKR have to realize that how many times will Shardul play a knock like this?
Exactly.
They had the same problem in the first match also against Kolkata. They've had the same problem here. This is once in a season kind of a knock from Shardul Thakur.
Imagine in all of these years of playing the IPL, he managed his highest score today. Prior to this was 29.
Exactly. So
that tells the story.
Exactly.
Yes. So if that's the case, then they really need to. But again, as I said, their batting looks very thin. Today it's their bowling which is outstanding.
Yeah.
That's helped them win.
Although I will say this, even the years when KKR were a title-winning side, the bowling was far superior to the batting.
Yeah. No, but that batting.
But the batting still had
Gambhir, Surya Kumar Yadav.
But somebody like a Shakib also then who was
Shakib was a good
very effective.
Rajat
Sky at the time.
But Sky at that time used to bat 7.
Yeah, you had Yusuf Pathan.
Yes, 2014.
Yeah, so I'm saying still, I mean, at least that batting lineup, if I'm a bowler, I'd be kind of intimidated, right, with those names. Some of them may not have had a great time, I agree, at that time of the bat, but still. But I'm not going to get intimidated with Venkatesh Iyer and Mandeep Singh and Nitish Rana. I'm just saying, top order with these names.
It just doesn't scream.
Yeah.
In fact, right now the top order is Gurbaz. That's
Correct.
It. Yeah. It's Gurbazigar and no one else.
He's playing with intent. He's getting some runs as well. Got to his maiden 50 today. The other day as well. Showed intent. Got some runs. But that batting order for KKR also needs a little bit of tinkering.
In fact, now you see what a good job Shreyas Iyer was doing last year. In and out of form, but he made that batting order tick.
No, but you're missing him big time.
Big time.
Yes.
And that's why
he's a captain too, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to be judgmental about Nitish Rana's captaincy. Batting, yes. But I don't know how he's going to fare as captain. We'll get to know as the season progresses. Just 2 games.
Very valid.
But of course, Shreyas Iyer, the batsman, definitely.
Big miss, especially considering a lot of the problems with KKR come in the middle overs. Where does Shreyas do best? Middle overs, when the spinners are on, he'll be going hell for leather. You miss that. That you miss. And that's why I said I think the perfect batsman they need to go with now. Rather than Mandeep, please bring in Narayan Jagadisan. He's scored majority of his runs in Chennai. Never the easiest place to bat. Stodgy, lots of spin. He gets good runs, particularly I think in Vijay has RA did really well. Yes, he'll take a little time to accumulate, but let him play that role. You have 2 openers who can go all guns blazing. Let someone be the accumulator. Nitish is not working out of that role. He's better off 1 position lower, 4. But he'll need to take some responsibility because I remember last year also, towards the second half, he had maybe a couple of good knocks. First half, he was terrible. And he's picked up from there. He's doing a Rituraj Gaikwad, playing very poorly in the first half. That shot, it deserved very disrespectful shot. I'm like, come on, Don't be playing that shot on your third ball.
As far as RCB are concerned, I think the only one batter who played a bad shot was Bracewell. Apart from that, I think everyone was just bamboozled.
Yeah, but those are bad shots.
Bracewell was a terrible shot.
Yeah, but others also.
No, but
I mean, whether it's Virat, whether it's
Fab, just bamboozled.
no, then that's a bad shot. As I'm saying, that wasn't the ball to be playing that across the line sort of a shot. I mean, it's the ball that's coming in, as Shane pointed out earlier. You know that they have that variation where the ball comes in and the one that holds its line goes like. So you got to adjust to be playing like that. So I agree, but even that you got beat. But I think bad shots.
Yeah.
Slightly better way of playing.
And see, with Suyash, you still have the, let's say, mitigating factor of literally no one here has played him.
Yeah.
But the fact that Varun
Exactly.
Chakravarti, experienced campaigner, Sunil Narayan's been around for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
You haven't figured these
Dinesh
guys out.
Karthik, what kind of a shot did he play? I don't think it
That was terrible.
Yeah. So I'm saying plenty.
Charged to a young
Though again you
Suyash
can,
and again
yeah,
didn't read.
but you can say that towards that situation.
Also, DK generally tends to struggle against spin.
Yeah.
It's why I remember the Indian team last year constantly hold him back.
Yeah.
You have to bat him when the Pacers are playing. With spin, and something happens to him.
But one thing I will say, and that is, in appreciation of the venue that is Eden Gardens, I think you got a fantastic pitch. That pitch had for batting, it had something for seam bowling, it had something for spin bowling. So kudos to the pitch that was prepared by the Cricket Association of Bengal. So
Yes, actually, fantastic pitch
Absolutely.
because you had, if you stayed in there, you were getting runs.
Yeah.
Early on, the ball was Tim Southee's second over. Kohli was at sea.
Yeah.
Constant movement, constant outswing. He couldn't judge it.
Willie also got that. So I'm just saying, there was there for everybody.
Correct.
You just needed to find the right
Speaking of the
balance.
venue, I think the crowd did its bit as well.
Crowd, though, yeah. There was Shah Rukh Khan in the crowd.
I really wish Siddharth was here. He always talks about, Kolkata crowd this. That's a Kolkata crowd.
No. I am a neutral here. I have covered cricket and seen cricket in all venues across India. No crowd comes even close to Kolkata. Nobody. No Chennai, no Mumbai,
No Bangalore.
nothing. Nowhere even close to the energy that you get in Calcutta. I'm saying this very honestly, and I have no affiliation to either Kolkata, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, that I wouldn't like one or that. I'm just very neutral point of view. Having been in the stadium and seen multiple matches in all these stadiums, nothing compares to the atmosphere you get at the Eden Gardens. It's just something else. Just something else. The love that people of Kolkata have for sport is also just something else.
Yeah.
People say that Mumbai loves its cricket and Chennai loves its cricket and what have you. But the kind of fanaticism there is in Kolkata towards sport is unmatched. Unmatched. Absolutely.
Anyone who's attended a Kolkata derby could attest for it.
Yeah.
Crazy atmosphere.
I've seen a football derby, yes. I forget that. I'm saying even if you attend a inter-school match in Kolkata, that has energy. Inter-school match.
Correct.
Forget about national, international level.
And there's a reason people talk about Maidan. No?
Yeah.
Kolkata Maidan is a place of beauty.
Yeah, Kolkata Maidan, if two teams are playing a good match, random strangers will also sit and start watching.
Correct.
Just two random club teams playing, and if it's exciting, you'll slowly see a crowd building up. People going back home from work will also sit. They'll say, let me spend 2 hours watching. Na ghar jaake kya hai, kuch बीवी का काम ही करना है. They'll watch because at least getting to watch live sport. That love for sport.
Because the sporting culture does run through.
They'll start discussing that match only.
Yeah,
Like two people, they won't even know which batsman, bowler, somewhere. They'll say,
Adda will be on that.
No, bad shot. Yeah, he should have played this. Like that. They just discuss. Everyone has an opinion.
With a little bit of cha and singara.
Singara, yes. Lovely hot singara. That's true.
Samosa.
In Maidan,
the smaller one.
In Maidan, if you're in the hot day, you get these thelas with lemon water that they make. Is also with
local lemonade.
Local lemonade, also very popular. Okay.
Mirage Rule says that RCB needs someone like a cool Williamson in the middle order to tone down the hyperactive players. Sad. Sad. Like to go Donald Trump. But their owners are more worried about...
is sad indeed.
That RCB is...
No, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump now is very sad.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hush.
Sad.
Hush.
Let's be harsh about it.
But their owners are more worried about branding than a trophy. It can be seen in the women's team as well. Oh dear.
But yeah, it's too early also now to start dissing RCB. They just had a
Good
amazing
win also, yeah.
One bad day.
They had one good day and one bad day. Same with KKR.
Yeah, exactly.
Too early yet.
But his point is well taken about maybe they need a sort of a guy. But I think that's the kind of role that Virat is expected to play. What he's talking about, someone to tone down. And I think Virat does that quite often. Today also he would have continued doing that because I think he was run a ball kind or slightly better.
Yeah, in fact, at one point he was, I think he...
better. I
Yeah.
guess,
So if you can't have two players then playing like that. Now you can't have a Williamson and Virat playing that way.
Exactly.
So I think Virat will do that role. Just that today it got beat by that delivery.
In fact, they are on cue. And that's why, in fact, last year Patidar was so effective for them. Because if Faf came, slam bang went. You knew you had Kohli was holding one and Patidar could be, he was striking it at 150 nearly last year.
Yep.
And he came in only as a replacement player.
Yep.
So that
By
is...
the way, if you guys have just joined in, I'd request you to, once the video ends, go back, see the start of the video. Shane did his best impersonation of King Khan, the Pathan, with his signature move. And if you
I gave it a
his
shot.
effort, no, he did. And we all clap for him. If you like that effort, do give us a like on this video that you're watching. Shivam, that question is done and dusted.
For all those who joined right now,
I'm not doing it again.
Show,
No.
In another 5-10 minutes.
No.
If he feels like that, it's but he's done it. Can't keep. Akash Vada says Sir Callis and Robin.
Jacques. Oh my God.
That's true.
And he was so underrated with the ball as well. Could hold up the middle overs very nicely.
Yeah. Dex says reinforcements for South Africa to feature in SRH tomorrow. Definitely.
Yes.
Aiden
Markram, definitely.
Yes.
Good. They may even go with Klaassen as a better wicket keeper. That I think.
Then Finn Allen.
Yes.
Yeah.
They may go with Klaassen, and he's been in outstanding form coming in here. They have an option of going with Janssen, but they may not go with Janssen because Adil Rashid is going to play.
Yeah.
So if you've got Markram, you've got Klaassen, you've got Adil Rashid, and who would be the
Harry Brook.
and Harry Brook, yes. So your 4 foreigners are done. So Janssen may not get a chance, though I love him. I think he brings that balance. He's a wicket taker, a decent bat as well, bowling all
Gets
rounder.
good bounce also.
Get good bounce, yeah. But I guess it would be between Adil and him, and I don't think they're going to. Because Adil Rashid tends to do well. I think Nicholas Pooran on the other end, he's got a good record against him.
Pooran, yeah.
Yeah, so I think Adil Rashid will play. But yes, reinforcements for South Africa, from South Africa for SRH. By the way, let's not forget, Lucknow also get them. Quinton de Kock comes, and
Does he
most
start?
likely he will start. Maybe Stoinis goes out.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, Kyle Mayers, no.
Untouchable.
Yeah, you can't touch him.
Untouchable.
So he plays. QDK comes in. Maybe QDK then at number 3. And then Huda at 4. You can just push that anyway.
Anyway, the middle order is a muddle. It's a muddle order.
Yeah. So instead of Stoinis, you bring him because
can't-
Mark Wood has to play. So there's no option then.
I mean, let's be fair. Kyle Mayers deserves to play for his dreadlock school alone. That man, when he's running in, he's so effortless. Him and another underrated one, Alzari Joseph.
Oh yeah.
He totally is a throwback. He'll run nonchalantly and then 148. Huh? Where does that come from? It does.
Yeah.
He's a throwback Caribbean
He's
player.
got the best IPL figures. In
6 for 19.
Yep.
6 for 19 or 6 for 13? 12.
That was 19, if I'm not wrong. For MI, that was the year they won it.
Yes.
In fact, I remember.
Just take the chat, please.
Yes.
Please take that.
Mr. Shekhar from the United States, as always. Good morning, Mr. Shekhar, to you.
Good morning.
He says that KKR is an amalgamation of King Khan, Lord Thakur, Lord Narayan, and Lord Dias. Good one, Mr. Shekhar.
By the way, talking about Lord Thakur, don't miss the joke that Shane came up with. Have you put it
Yes.
separately? Is
We
it out?
would have put it separately.
It's going
yeah.
to be coming up.
When did it come up?
Shivam dal gaya tha, it was ready, if I'm not wrong.
Virat?
Not yet.
Any moment now, any moment now.
It'll
it's
come
gonna
out.
And
be
he also points out something we pointed out ages
Yes,
back.
and for that, Mr. Shekhar, there is
A post as
dedicated
well.
post coming up, but for your convenience, just go back.
Yeah, go back
Just
onto a
go
video.
back and see. Yes, we discussed about it, and it is in some ways uncanny.
The way he resembles Neeraj,
Yeah.
the hairdo.
That hair, by the way, when you were saying and you're having a chat about it, is an MS Dhoni reminder as well in some way.
I think MS was less lush though.
This
MS
is a little more fluffy, maybe.
yeah, exactly like Neeraj Chopra's.
I think there is a resemblance.
No,
I mean, it can't be
100%.
ditto. It can't be ditto.
It's not ditto, but it's there.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
taken a while for somebody to come back.
There, yeah, it is there.
Right down with the
I've seen-
headband. Right down to the headband.
It is. There is a resemblance.
And even face cut and everything.
I
is
can't
right
expect
there.
them to be like twins, but they're,
there.
Yeah, it's there.
It is.
It's there.
It's worth a post.
Yeah.
Okay, more questions, please.
Let's check some more.
Scroll up and down.
Um,
Okay, Suyash Srivastav says he doesn't like the impact player rule and let's name it to extra player and not impact player. He says there's absolutely no impact yet from an impact player. No, there was some impact yesterday.
and today,
Yeah.
Suyash Sharma was your impact player.
And today, I do get it. So, and Suyash came it too late. Again, the middle order was all gone by then for him to really
No,
change
but
the course of the
still,
game.
no.
Still.
I'm not taking over those 3 videos. I'm just saying the match was done and dusted.
No,
to a
but
large
imagine
extent.
not having him.
No, but it wasn't that. He got DK. DK
No, but
came into
he's
bat at like
when you're talking
4.
about impact, then maybe you're looking at
No, but it can't always
match
happen.
defining
but
impact.
it
This
can't
was match
always
defining.
happen that you get just one player and he completely changes the match.
I
That's
think
going to be
the
rare.
idea of when you call somebody an impact player.
Arey, that is just, I mean, how many times, firstly, if you're such a big player, you'd be in the 11.
Yeah.
The one that you get impact means he'll come and make
so I
some
think
sort of
he has
impact.
a point. No, he's saying why call it impact? Nobody's really having a game
They
changer.
are
Yeah,
having
but
it.
that's semantics. You can change it, make
that's
it
what he's saying.
whatever.
Oh.
Instead of impact, make it whatever.
And also
Substitute.
to and also to extend that point, in football you have the concept of super subs. But a super sub doesn't come on every time and hit your goal, no?
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll just
But-
harry the players.
Super sub is just something you say colloquially. You know, they're listed as substitutes.
No, super sub would be someone like, to give you an example, what Divock Origi was to Liverpool, or Javier Hernandez was to...
Chicharito was and you, of course, nobody else would remember it better than Chelsea fans because he scored the most goals coming off the bench.
He would come off, be standing in the 6-yard box and just tap in, and I'm like,
against Chelsea, that
again this
guy.
fellow is scoring against us.
No, but I you can change the name. I'm not fussed about the name, but I think that the sub is having an impact.
Yeah.
It is, as you're seeing in the game. Though, having said that, I'm still not a big fan. I still think it's taking away from conventional cricket of finding the right balance.
Yeah.
You're making it so much easier for teams. Anyway, the games like, you know, batsman dominated, big hits. Okay, you send in an extra batsman, like how many batsmen do you have to tackle with? Yeah.
I still say you want to improve the rule, remove that batting bowling 11 thingy. Then you can actually be playing
Yeah.
tactics.
Slightly better, but I still don't like the rule.
Yeah.
Still don't like it. You shouldn't have it. So Varun Parvanati says happy for Shane and KKR, but the big question to ponder is the top order non-existent.
Yeah.
We've spoken about that.
Yeah.
Today they got bailed out by Lord and Rinku, but the top order looks the weakest of all teams. Get Visay in for Southie.
Visa wouldn't be a bad shout, but again, he's more lower order. So your lower order is already reinforced.
Yeah. Plus you'll get Lockie Ferguson coming in, so Saudi anyway goes out.
Yes,
so,
and Lockie will be a much better death option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're not going to be using him anyway.
Although at home, I would not be averse to bowling a mystery spinner here or there in the death. They couldn't pick even Varun in the death. In fact, he finished the match.
Yep.
Yep.
Pranav Anand says RCB missed a trick by not bowling Siraj or Karan or Thakur early on.
To Thakur.
Or to Thakur, yes. Instead, the Bracewell over allowed Thakur to get into rhythm from 90 to 5. They could have gone all out to 130 to 40. We discussed that, Pranav, in the mid-inning show of how they actually got their bowling calculations wrong. They're good bowlers, didn't even finish their quota. One of them even just bowled, Shahbaz bowled just one over.
Shahbaz versus Thakur could have actually been an interesting battle because that guy was looking to go and attack everything.
Yeah,
Could have
and he
easily
was
gone
taking the
out.
ball away now from the right-hander. So you
And the
should have
same
got
mistake
him.
that you saw from DC the other day, they didn't bowl Aksar at all. Likewise, over here, you
Yeah.
didn't see some. Again, maybe is this some agenda against left armer spinners?
No, at that time I think the lefties were batting, so
Yeah.
they didn't go to Akshar, and then it reached the last stage where there was a. So I agree with what they would have, though they could have still tried him,
Yeah.
but this was far more glaring than that
Yeah.
of not getting to bowl your best bowlers. One over, as I said, for Shahbaz, and then 3 for Karan. Maybe should have finished his quota.
Yes, because if not for Gurbaz's glove,
Yeah.
Shahbaz could have had a wicket. He was plumb.
Yeah.
And he
Just-
was, anyway gave away 6 in his over.
Exactly.
In a game where 200 was scored.
Ah.
So him and Willie and Karan Sharma, standout bowlers.
Just the others were stand-in bowlers because they bowled like that.
Absolutely.
Are we done?
What? Take the question.
Mr. Shekhar says that this Suyash does have a very similar action to Shadab Khan. Yes, kind of similar. What did you make of his head falling while bowling? Makes him bowl those half trackers. Correct.
Mr. Shekhar joined us late today.
Yeah.
We've discussed all of this.
Yeah, but he makes
what did you talk?
Yeah, the Shivam Mavi comparison.
We already spoken about his head being like that. And maybe KKR.
He's
like
young.
this.
He's young. I think 19 years old. That's something you can mold out of him.
And to be fair, he's been erratic as well. We've praised him a lot, but he was erratic.
Yeah.
A few deliveries
were
like
half trackers.
Competitive game for the
yeah. No, but I'm saying you could make out the inexperience because so competitive game getting hit is one ball,
wide,
exactly. You can make out.
But still very good bouncing out of that.
Yeah, he did. No, because his shoulder is quick. It comes quickly. Yeah. So even though he's a spinner, but he's a quickish spinner.
Yeah.
So that he will get that bounce. You see that jerk that he gives?
One thing I really liked about him, he's got confidence.
Oh yeah.
He's getting wickets.
He said nah.
Yeah.
Main hoon na.
It's your first senior match.
Sky.
Yes, 20.
Hairstyle like Neeraj Chopra.
Shivam is saying, so he's not Suyash Sharma. He is bowling like Shadab Khan, hairstyle like Neeraj Chopra, and
swag of Surya.
Celebration like Surya.
Should we call him? Should we what should we call him?
And head like Shivam.
Shivam Mavi. So what is he like? Shadab,
Shivam,
Surya
Chopra.
And Neeraj Chopra Sharma. No.
With 4 names, you'll have to sit down with a pen and paper and work really hard to get that one word going.
We'll also, okay, I'll have my paper, you have yours, and then you decide. Okay.
Look at that.
Like the captains, huh?
So, by the way, before we go, a reminder, do check out our social media post about the doppelganger. Go to our Instagram or our Twitter. We've put that out. So tell us if they do look alike. We put 2 very similar pictures. There is an interesting analogy that Shane made about the game today and why Lord Shardul is performing. That video will be up soon, so do check that out as well. And yes, if you like our program, do encourage us by giving us a like on our videos, and do come and watch all our programs. We are always live before the game starts, middle of the innings, and post match. As always, we enjoy your company, your questions. We love the interaction that we have amongst ourselves and also with you guys. So if you're a cricket nut like us and you love dissecting a game after the match is done, then this is your one-stop shop called Sports Today. Final question, because he's my namesake, I'm not going to miss it. Harshit, we can take it.
Alright, Nikhil Raj, he says that Kohli in his last post-match presentation said that RCB is the best team and that
after MI&CSK.
After Mumbai and okay, yes, he said that if he's not wrong, 8 times we made it to the playoffs. That's the time he said that. Okay, I get your point.
Yeah, so he didn't say best team in this IPL, he said overall IPL based on the number of times they made the playoff.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Fair enough.
And he said it in that context because there's often that banter between Mumbai and RCB that we're 5-time champions, you've got no titles. He said, we're not that bad, we've made it 8 times to the playoffs. Okay, anyway, Nikhil then says that do you think that KKR with 2 titles took it seriously and RR and SRH are also above RCB?
But can I be honest? I do not agree with Virat's assessment of playoffs counting more than titles. So whenever you're going to judge the success of a team, you'd have to take titles into account. Doesn't matter how many times. So if you look at Champions League, you'll always say who's won. Real Madrid has won it those many times. Nobody look at how many finals. Second best, whoever you look at, Liverpool, Barcelona, whoever is in that pecking order, you're going to look at them, and nobody's going to look at how many times which team made the final. Maybe Juventus made it many times, but if they don't have the number of titles that a Barcelona, Liverpool and the likes have, then they are not the second or the third best team. Similarly, in IPL, you're absolutely right, Nikhil, that after Mumbai CSK, it'll have to be KKR and SRH as well, who've got a title, and RR as well, who've got a title.
And Gujarat Titans now.
And Gujarat Titans. You have to. So you're behind that. Reaching the number of finals or playoffs or whatever you have, I don't think that qualifies. when that comes into play is if two teams tied on the same number of titles and then you want to place them who's the better out of the two, then maybe you can look at the number of times they made the playoff. At least that's how I see it.
Oh, I agree with you because I remember at one time there used to be this major point of contention, Arsenal, Chelsea, two London clubs. There was a massive rivalry and Arsenal used to always say, no, we finished in the top 4 times more than you. To which Chelsea fans would say, is there a trophy for that?
No.
There isn't.
Yeah.
We've won the Champions League twice. That counts.
You play for a trophy.
Yes.
That's it. That's it. And no, but if you're going to judge Arsenal and Chelsea at the English Premier League, then take a look at who's won more titles.
Yes.
And whoever has, then is the better team in the league.
You can't say top 4 finishes
No, it
counts.
doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And RCB, by the way, have reached the same number of finals that KKR have. KKR have won 2 out of those 3. They've won none. That stat counts against you.
Okay. Arya Nakhat, thank you so much for your kind comments. Yeah, this is what we need. So thanks for encouraging us. King D, very notorious comment. We're not going to take that. Even though Shivam is pointing that out. Okay, bye-bye. See you. Take care. Have a good weekend. But we'll be here. See you. Bye-bye. Vanakkam.